guys, I am Hingar and I'm an English teacher of a private school located on Surabaya. Today I would like to share several things about English teaching and several experiences of mine that may be useful for you. First of all, I would like to tell you about to discuss with you about what actually an effective English class is. So, in my own opinion, uh, teaching English effectively is compulsory for the students. It is the aim of this effective learning is to let the students actively learn English by consuming and producing English proportionally. And here, our job as a teacher is to design the best learning activities for them. Designing learning activity to the students is something quite challenging for us, especially uh, not people believe that someone has ever told me, someone that has ever told me that, and it is also believed, yeah, it is globally believed, if I'm not mistaken, if I may say, because if you watch several YouTube videos about English learning or you read some books about English learning, they will say almost the same thing. So all I want to say is that when teaching English, we need to try to avoid orally explain the theory of the grammar or orally explain the English structure to the students. It is better for us to not to give them slides. This is my own opinion. So I usually avoid giving the students slides and explain several things from it, because somehow it may be not too clear for the students themselves. However, this kind of thing can be also useful if you give it proportionally. So how should we design our English activities? In delivering the knowledge or the things about English to teach to the students, we have to, first of all we need to do is, first we have to be, we need to decide the goal of our class. What kind of grammar, what one specific topic of grammar to teach to the students, or what kind of things that we need them to learn at one specific class. In my own opinion, we must be specific. We cannot just give them more than one kinds of lesson in a meeting, in my own opinion. So we need to be specific for them, and the second thing is that we need to design activities for them to learn the knowledge itself. So they have to not only to learn theoretically, but they need to also practice them. They need to also have an experience to produce it or to consume it, because those things are important things, essential things for the students to learn something. In my class, I usually start a class with a warm up. This can trigger the students' enthusiasm in learning English. For instance, there are lots of warm-up activities. For instance, bullseye, ring the bell, anagram, tic-tac-toe, flies water, who's missing, even werewolf game, werewolf warm-up. Werewolf can also be a warm-up activity for the students, though I think werewolf is quite long. It takes a long period of time to play it. So I think you need to think about it twice in order to make a werewolf to be your warm-up activity, and so on and so forth. There are lots of activities, lots of warm-up activities to start your class, and those warm-up must be related to the theme, your theme, or your grammar topic, because this is the case in our class, in our English class, especially in my class. There is not only one single grammar topic. We have, before the grammar topic, there will be the umbrella of the grammar topic, and the umbrella of the grammar topic is actually the theme itself. So the grammar topic is under the theme of the learning theme. For instance, we have for the 10th grader, we have, sorry, for the ninth graders, we have my family, my neighborhood, our house. Those themes are the umbrella for the structure that we are going to teach to the students. So our warm-up activities can be related to both of them, to be related to the theme itself or to be related to the grammar topic. It's up to you. We must try to make it as useful as it can to the students. And we will be having the main course of the activity of our meeting itself. The main course must be containing, in my opinion, in my class recently, especially, I will in the main course, I usually give the students experiences of learning English through practicing speaking, listening, writing, or reading English products. It is compulsory for them to do that, and I usually give them a worksheet like this. This is one kind of worksheet for them, and especially for this worksheet, I usually ask them to do a pair interview with their friends next to them, and the interview will be about the theme, which is neighborhood. Hopefully from this this kind of interview, they can collect new vocabularies, and and also this is the listening section, and this is the audio script of the listening section. All they need to do is to underline the grammar topic that we were discussing. For instance, in this case, the use of going to plus infinitive to make a plan. And I have also an example of warm-up. This week I used this sticky ball to play bullseye, so it can stick to the wall very tightly, but on the board I don't think so. So it can be one of the choices. And I have ever asked them to do flies water like this. It's my water. It's supposed to be having less water. Where is it? This water is missing. This is the flies water, but it's already in a bad condition. But you can also use any kinds of any other kinds of warm-up activities. You can create papers or something like that. Simpler than that. Sometimes we can also make no preparation warm-up activity. And for the closing, we can do several things like writing on sticky notes a summary or several things about what we had been discussing in the class, and you can also give them an oral feedback or several activities, several closing activities that mustn't be too much for them because it is almost in the end of the class. So I believe that they will be waiting for leaving the class, maybe, or maybe your students are quite great enough and interested enough to the English class until they don't want to leave the class. But that's, I think, seems a bit too much because the students must have another class and they must have lessons to learn in the class. So yeah, a closing must be, in my opinion, not too much. I think that's it about today, and let's talk a bit about how about quote-unquote noisy students. How could we deal with noisy students? Yeah. Okay, about the closing, maybe you have any other suggestions for closing? You can just please give comments on the comment section down below. And about noisy students, how to deal with noisy students when we design when we design tons of activities for the students, and the activities are effective for the students including the noisy students may automatically participate themselves also to the activity, so you do not need to worry about the students. They will be following your activities. But if the class is quite noisy, some teachers suggest us to create how to create this. So we maybe a jargon or it's like when you can just make a kind of jargon like that. You can ask your students to reply you if you say certain word to them. For instance, waterfall, and the student will reply, shh, waterfall, shh. Or the other thing, when you can also say we were, and the students will reply rock you, and they hopefully their attentions can be grabbed again. Okay, that's it. I think from me, that's how I teach my students, and usually I always try to find a new thing in every class I have, so that the students will not be bored, though it will take time and also need to be thought carefully and need to be thought creatively. So you need to try to creatively design your class in order to make the students not to be bored. That's hopefully can be reducing their boredom. Okay, I think that's it about me, about my teaching, my English teaching. Hopefully those things can help you, especially you guys as English teachers. And you may have also a source to teach English. Of course, in our school we have Pearson. In my class especially, I use Pearson's IGCSE. Pearson's IGCSE, English as Second Language. IGCSE is a standard from UK, if I'm not mistaken. So I use that. Besides that, I use also several resources such as internet resources, several sites, several reliable English learning sites, including also several books. Not several books, that's not too much because I'm not a reading guy. I'm not a book guy. But I have had several grammar books to read. For instance, Betty Azar's Fundamentals of English Grammar, or our country's national curriculum English book. There must be one, I think. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have something to discuss about, please give comments down below. And about the books, I almost never, I think, to read the national book, the nationals book. However, it doesn't mean it is because that our school curriculum mix the curriculum of the Indonesian curriculum and the Pearson's curriculum. So that's why I seldom to read it, because actually the national curriculum is also related to our Pearson's curriculum. The topics and the grammar are almost the same. Yeah, they are similar. I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching my video. Maybe next time I will be back again to talk about several issues, interesting issues to talk about English teaching. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.